yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
The Bears at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ran it last time, now fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields now to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And again, back to Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off play action. Allen.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen's throw is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. T. Higgins from 3 yards out.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, it's Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Now Fields. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From the 50, here's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They snap it to Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Allen.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Tyler Bass will be kicked off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Third and 2, Fields.
Caught by Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fields is intercepted for a third time. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Rashad Bateman.
44 yards.
And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Bass on for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bills 28, Bears 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Bears 7. Tyler Bass, the kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they get a big smile.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bills 42, Bears 7. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, 32 yards.
And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On play action, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Fields.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Got an open man, it's Pringle. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They pitch it to Harris. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen completes it to Hardman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bears 7.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. That one goes for 8 yards.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Fields on 1st down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And some room to maneuver. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Completes it to Davis.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Pringle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To the air again, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Play action. It's Fields. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They run the option on second down.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So Allen's going to look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Bills.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant show.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Gang,